I don't know about you, but I really dislike breaking down a full sheet of plywood. So I bought Makita's track saw, and that came with a track long enough to cut a sheet of plywood crossways. So it's about a little longer than 48 inches, so it can overhang. But to really get the full usage and be able to cut a full sheet of plywood long ways, I had to get a second track. And to join these, you need a special connector kit like this. These rails go in these slots right here, and then you use a set screw or with this Allen wrench to tighten them down, and it makes it one long piece. Now they do sell full ones that are long enough to cut an 8-foot sheet, but they're way more expensive, exponentially more. So I already owned the 4-foot, or it's a little longer than 4 foot. They're 55 inches, so they come out of the box 55 inches. I already had one, so I just bought a second one so that I'd be able to rip full sheets. But what you'll see is on Amazon, when I bought this, I bought it as a combo kit, and it said it came with one of these rails. But the thing was, it said 1 count, and I figured, well, I mean, of course, if you're joining these together, you need 1 set. But these actually, the 1 set only comes with half of what you need. And as you see here, it's a 2-pack. So even though, I don't know, maybe there's another accessory that uses these and just needs 1, but you need to make sure when you buy this, buy the one that comes with 2, not 1. I'm not sure why they sell it. Amazon, I don't know why Amazon sells this track as a combo kit with just the 1, but just make sure you buy that, otherwise it won't work, and you'll only be able to connect one of these spots, and it's much less rigid, and you have to worry about it bending. So I had to return mine and then reorder a 2-pack, because it's a lot cheaper to buy the 2-pack versus buying 2 sets of the 1-pack. So excited to try this out now today with the proper 2-pack. Now I've connected the tracks together using the set screws. It's on both sides, on this side, and then on that side. So much more rigid than just using 1 piece. But when I was connecting them, I did use this level as a straight edge to get it all lined up, because there was some slight variation way down there when I compared it to this level. So you want to definitely make sure use that. And then also I'm cutting a 12-inch slice for those shelves and that I'm working on in our kitchen. And so I marked midway through the cut 12 inches, so not just on the ends, in case there's some wobble here to keep a straight line. Excited to try this out. One other thing I love about the Makita track saw is that it has a 0 clearance cut. So there's a little bit of rubber that overhangs on the track, and when you do your first cut, it cuts that away. So it's truly cutting right on the line. And second of all is I love that you don't need to use any clamps. It has a rubber surface on the bottom, and even with sawdust and coming in contact with that, it still sticks. So no clamps, you just set it on and you're ready to go. Before I had this track saw, I would always use a straight edge. I would use maybe a ruler or a long piece of plywood and clamp it down, and that takes a lot of time. This is just so quick. That was a whole lot easier than trying to wrangle this full sheet of plywood on my contractor table saw. So highly recommend getting a second track, but make sure when you do, get the 2-pack, not the 1-pack connectors. I'll include a link in the description below to the saw, as well as the connector kit that I got, and one of the tracks.